Welcome back. You're still watching the Business Portal on the Corporate World, and I'm Renelyn Tan. Earlier, we talked about the importance of the digital footprint for a lot of SMEs. And today, we're going to talk to the founder of a very vibrant online community called Wazzup Pilipinas. Friends, please join me in warmly welcoming Mr. Rosario, founder of Wazzup Pilipinas.
Thank you, Renelyn. Thank you for having me.
Good day, sir. Thank you for coming to the show. I know that your online community is filled with a lot of stories, a lot of exciting and inspiring news. But before that, please share with us what Wazzup Pilipinas is all about.
Well, as you mentioned, Wazzup Pilipinas is an online community. So we're composed of bloggers. Well, it started out just only me. But I decided to open it up to the community, to the blogging community, so that I can give even the newbies, the new bloggers, an opportunity to write or represent us at events and at press cons, product launchings, and so on. Because I started as contributing for different publications, so I had already contacts and experience. So there were already a lot of invites for me. That's why I decided to start the online community, which is called Wazzup Pilipinas.
Your name is very catchy. It says Wazzup. And I'm sure that when you were thinking about this name, you were also thinking of the audience that you'd like to attract. So what inspired the name, and who are the people who like to visit your site today?
Well, the name itself, I got it because I used to work for the United Nations, and my co-workers there, or colleagues there, are of different nationalities.
Right.
And the greeting, the usual greeting they do is they call us. They usually say, "What's up, Ross?"
Okay.
What's up? So it's the slang for what's up, what's happening. So I decided to call it Wazzup Pilipinas. Back then, I was still confused because I really didn't know if I'll make it a lifestyle or a travel,
Right.
all about the Philippines. So I decided to partner with the Department of Tourism, with the government, so with different government agencies. So it's like what's happening in the Philippines, like that.
So it's a very diverse set of topics that they can expect. So right now, what's in store for Wazzup Pilipinas?
What's in store? Actually, there's a lot of in store because through this blog, I got invited to different radio shows, different TV shows. They made me a host for one of the radio shows, one of the TV shows, and I got several collaborations from different brands. So they keep on inviting me, and inviting the community. And siguro, the best thing that happened to me is I keep on getting awards. So when I started way back 2013,
Right.
so it's quite new, I keep on getting 2 or 3 awards per year until now. So it encouraged me and inspired me to continue with my blogging. And as it continuously evolves, so from a blog, it has become like an online magazine.
Okay.
And aside from just content like pictures, it also has videos, live streaming, and so on.
What really amazed me when I was visiting your website is the fact that you choose to put there amazing news about the Philippines. I know that every day it's not easy to watch the news, but in your case, you're putting in the more positive side of the Philippines. And so perhaps share some stories that our viewers can learn from.
Well, like I said, I wanted to share stories about what's happening in the Philippines, especially with what's the government is doing. Because as we all know, people that are unaware of what's the project or the programs of the government, they tend to rant, complain online, because they're not aware of what our secretaries, our government officials are doing. So I'm trying to connect with the people, with my audience,
Right.
to share the stories and the projects of the government. So aside from that, I get invited also to the private companies like different brands, from motoring, travel to tourism to even advocacies. So there's a lot going on at Wazzup Pilipinas, and there are even times that I'm the one declining.
Okay. So see, I think we have some of the events that you're talking about flash on the screen. Perhaps you can talk about that.
Yeah, opportunities come and go, but the best thing is I get to meet a lot of personalities, from politicians to celebrities to influencers and so on. So
What is the driving force behind your founding of Wazzup Pilipinas?
well, uh, when fake news started become popular, a popular issue, uh, even before I already I was already aware of that, because I keep on reading stories that are biased,
Okay.
that are one-sided.
Okay.
So that's the reason why I decided to come up with What's Up Pilipinas, because like I said before, there were several rants, complaints about the government and so on. So I wanted to show them that there's a positive side.
Of
And
course.
So so that's why I wanted to share my own opinions, my own thoughts. So I started the blog.
So Ross, can you share perhaps a few names of the bloggers that they can find on your site?
Well,
Are there so many?
there's so many because we have a Facebook group. It's more than
Okay.
1,000 bloggers
Oh,
that are
wow.
members. So if I mention some, others will be
Oh,
jealous.
does that mean, Ross, that anyone can be a contributor? Perhaps we have viewers who'd like to
Yeah,
also
it's
share.
actually open for correspondence.
Mm-hmm.
Our members come and go then kasi these are also bloggers.
Tama.
So when a blogger becomes popular already,
Mm-hmm.
they also get invites na rin.
Okay.
So I am open to new members as well.
What is the process if they'd like to give some articles or contribute?
Well, they can email us at whatsuppfilipinas@gmail.com.
Okay.
So there are a lot of people are already collaborating with us, even internationally.
Mm-hmm.
So people from or brands from different countries are already communicating with us to promote their products and services as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's also flash on the screen my number, so you can text me
Mm-hmm.
if you want to reach me by phone or by mobile. But of course, the email is more convenient.
I'd like you to share some tips perhaps to some of our viewers who are watching who'd also just would like to write more positive news. Perhaps what are some of the tips you can give to them? Because there's so much information in the web out there. How will they stand out from everything?
Well, actually, I also write about the negative,
Mm-hmm.
but I try to balance it.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, when there's positive, there's always a negative
Of
side.
course.
It's nothing is perfect naman kasi, di ba?
Right, tama.
So you have to acknowledge also the shortcomings.
Yes.
If not, you won't be able to change and improve for the better. So my tip lang is to become more personalized and more engaged with what's happening. For aspiring bloggers, there's a great future ahead of us. Online is booming. Actually, there are several vloggers already, and even mainstream. We're helping mainstream share the news, information, not just in the Philippines but all over the world, because since online is accessible worldwide.
I agree that it's really an exciting time for the online community. In the next coming years, what do you see are the trends that we'll see when it comes to the digital world?
Well, a lot of people are more into videos already.
Videos.
Yeah, videos, because now we can do live streaming on Facebook,
Yes.
YouTube, right? So even on social media, we can immediately or real time share the news.
Right.
So I'm at an event, I can already share what's happening. So real time, that
So
fast.
that's what's important now, real-time reporting.
Yes. Otherwise, news, if it's old, it's no longer news. It's just stories.
Very good. Anything else you'd like to, maybe a last tip for our viewers? Because real time, taking advantage of Facebook Live or other platforms that offer that, it's really important.
Well, the advantage of bloggers is we can actually share stories on a more personalized pace or personalized level. So it's more on experiential.
Okay.
So what we usually do is, of course, when let's say we want to review a restaurant, we go there and try the food.
Right.
When we try to write about a resort or a hotel, we go there and try it personally. So it's like experiential. You're on the actual site, testing it on your own. You can bring your friends, your families. So it's more engaging and it's
Right.
more realistic for me.
I guess it's really more authentic because a lot of the
Yeah.
consumers today, a lot of the readers, they can tell if what you're saying is true or not. And so I'd like to thank you for just creating this online community, and it's really something that I'm sure will be able to help not just the Philippines, but globally, because as you said, a lot of your friends are also part of this in terms of just getting the word out there that the Philippines is an amazing place. So Ross, please invite our viewers once again to visit Wazzup Pilipinas.
Okay, so please check out whatsuppilipinas.com. What's up? I have to spell it because it's hard.
Yes.
WACCUP Pilipinas.com. And we're also available on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and most of the social medias. And we're open to, of course, correspondence. You can be a contributor, photographer, graphics editor, or whatever. You can contribute to Wazzup Pilipinas.
Thank you so much. It has been a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you, Renelyn.
Thank you very much. You've just heard it from the founder of Wazzup Pilipinas, Mr. Ross Del Rosario. Don't change your channel. We'll be right back.